Hello everyone, my name is Alexis and welcome to day 4 of Ignite Your Growth. I can't believe we're almost done. Well done so far. For today's class, make sure you have at the very least a journal, but you're going to get the most out of this class if you make sure you have the workbook. So the link is in the description, and in the workbook I want you to go to the affirmations page and pick the affirmation that you feel the most resistance to. Today's theme is shadow work. So once you've picked your mantra that makes you uncomfortable, come and join me in a kneeling position on your mat. Bring one hand over the other onto your heart and close your eyes. The reason I'm having you pick a mantra that you don't like or feel some resistance to is mantras and affirmations are a great window into shadow work. Shadow work essentially is working with the parts of ourselves that we hide away, that we're ashamed of, that we don't want to work with. But these parts are just as much a part of ourselves as our good traits, as our positive traits. We are whole beings with light and shadow sides. And oftentimes the things that we feel resistance to are paths to a greater understanding of ourselves and a greater level of empathy for for the rest of humanity. So this class is going to be a little uncomfortable, but we're here in it together. Be gentle on yourself, and we're going to go easy. Yeah? So take a few deep breaths. Repeat that mantra that you don't really like to yourself. And just for now, sit with the feeling. That's all I want you to do. You don't need to examine it. You don't need to name it. Just sit with the feeling of discomfort. We won't be here for very long, but just take some deep breaths. Here and now. There's nowhere else you need to be and nothing else you need to do except to be here with me on your mat in the safe container. Go ahead and take another deep breath in and out. And blink open the eyes. Very nice. Release the mantra for now and just bring your hips to one side of your feet. This is mermaid pose. You might feel like a mermaid here. I know I always do. Bring your hand to the mat just outside of your feet and reach over towards your feet into a side bend. This is a great pose to really open up the entire side body. So I want you to imagine you're almost accordion opening your ribs, creating space between your hips and your ribs and your shoulders. Really relax into this posture. It's a beautiful one. Might feel kind of weird, but that's okay, right? We are full, complete beings, which means we have light in us, beautiful things, and we have shadow sides. We have things that are not as pretty, and that is okay. It doesn't mean they're bad or evil. It just means they are. They're part of who we are. Come out of your side bend, move your hips to the other side of your feet, whichever side you didn't just do. We'll do the same thing. Your hand comes down onto the mat by your feet and fold to the side towards your feet. Top arm reaching up to the sky. Again, creating space. More often than not, we hide the parts of ourselves that we are ashamed of away and never talk about them, never think about them, never address them. But when you don't address things, when you don't think about things, when you don't confront things, they fester. And bad habits form from the way we treat ourselves, and those habits can also end up harming the way we treat other people. Shadow work is the key to basically becoming a really great human because it encourages your levels of empathy. Come back to center, come back to your kneeling position. Inhale the hands down, around, and up overhead, and we're just going to twist one way. So bring your opposite hand to your opposite knee. It doesn't matter which way you're twisting. We're going to do both sides. just lengthen through your spine with the inhale. Exhale out. Inhaling deep to lengthen your spine. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale, twist the other way. Opposite hand, opposite knee. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then inhale back to center, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. We're going to come over onto our hands and knees. Like always, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Firm up your core here. Make sure that's stable first. And then move through some cat-cows. Inhaling to broaden across the chest, open up the collarbones, and exhale, scoop your low back up to the spine, up to the sky. Moving through several cat-cows. Just a few more, and then come back to your straight spine. Inhale the right arm up to the sky, and exhale, thread underneath the left shoulder. Lower the right shoulder down to the mat for thread the needle. Extend the left arm out forward in front of your head if that feels nice. If not, just keep it by your face, whichever is most comfortable for you. And breathe here and thread the needle. Shadow work is challenging, which is why we spent yesterday focusing on how we deal with challenge. Our reactions to certain mantras or affirmations or situations can often indicate to us things we need to work on, maybe something that we're hiding from ourselves or something we're ignoring about ourselves. Our relationships with other people can also be a good indicator of this. Bring your left hand back by your face, press yourself back up and open your right arm up to the sky again. Plant the right hand down, and we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower the left shoulder down to the mat, threading it under the right armpit. And extend the right arm to the top of the mat, if that feels comfortable. There's a great saying that what you judge the most in another person, or what aggravates you the most about another person, is often something that maybe you need to work on yourself, or maybe something that aggravates you the most about yourself that you like to ignore or pretend doesn't exist. So if there's someone you work with, or a family member or a friend who just can totally get on your nerves, maybe pick out the reasons why and then turn the lens on yourself. It takes guts, but often it can be a very beneficial, humbling practice and make you a more empathetic human in the long run. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. Bring the right hand back in front of your face. Lift up. Lift the left hand up to the ceiling. And exhale. Bring your hands back to the mat. Curl your back toes under and press your hips up into your downward facing dog. And just walk out your downward dog here, bending one knee and then the other, really pressing into your calves, into your ankles. Find a little bit of stillness. Taking a few deep breaths. And bring the right hand to the outside of the left calf for your twisted downward dog. Tricky pose, but just breathe here. This one's great for your digestive system. As are all twists, but bring your right hand back to the mat, and then immediately bring your left hand to the outside of your right calf. Twisted downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just a few more breaths here. And bring your left hand back to the mat and inhale the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog, stretching your toes up to the ceiling as much as you can, opening up your hips as much as you can. Inhale and then exhale, bring the right knee to the nose, plant the right hand, and plant your left foot as well, and open your right arm up to the ceiling for your easy twist. Keep a nice bend in that right knee, knee over ankle, and just breathe here. Very nice. Beautiful. With care, come up into your high lunge, keeping the twist if you can. Coming up into your high lunge twist with both arms out to the side, twisting to the right. Keeping your balance. Very nice. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step the left foot to meet the right, coming into forward fold. Relax here just for a moment. Bend into one knee and then the other, getting a nice stretch in the back of your calves. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, plant the hands, step back right away into downward facing dog. Walk it out just a little bit. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left calf for your twisted downward dog once more. Breathing nice and deep here. As we begin this next sequence on the other side, I want you to bring back that mantra that you started with at the beginning of class, the one that you felt a little bit of resistance to. Bring your right hand back to the mat. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right calf. With this mantra, as we move through these next few postures, I want you to take a moment and see if you can begin to pinpoint what it is about this mantra that makes you upset or causes you resistance or kind of just makes you feel weird inside. Bring the left hand back to the mat, extend the left leg up to the ceiling, really stretching into your three-legged dog. Inhale and exhale, plant the left foot between the hands, plant the right hand, and open the left arm up to the ceiling. If you're easy twist, excuse me. A lot of times the reasons we don't like a certain mantra is maybe because it points out something about ourselves that we feel uncertain or insecure about. Maybe it's something we don't feel we deserve, or something we don't feel should even be a mantra. With care, come on up to your twisted high lunge. If you need to come through normal high lunge and then twist, right arm forward, left arm back, that's fine. Keep your core engaged into your spine. Very nice. Beautiful. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Bring the right foot to meet the left, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, relax into your forward fold. Working with mantras that we don't like can be challenging and sometimes upsetting, especially mantras related with subjects that are a little taboo. Plant the hands on the mat, step back into your downward facing dog. Walk it out just a little bit. And then exhale, lower your knees to the mat. And swing your feet forward, coming to a seat with your legs extended out in front of you. You might want to grab a strap for the next little bit. Just make sure you have it in hand. Bring your left foot to the outside of your right knee. And twist to the left, inhaling the spine nice and high, and then exhaling to twist. Very often, affirmations based around things like money or sex or self-love can be very triggering for us. Often we feel we're not allowed to have those things or want those things. And I would encourage you, if that's the genre of mantra you're working with, Maybe start to unpack why that is. Come back to center. Bring your left foot back out to the left side of your right foot and bring your strap around the foot. There's two ways to do this next pose. You can wrap the strap around your left foot, hold the strap in your right hand, and twist to the left, opening your left arm out to the side. If you have long arms or a little more flexible, you can grab your left foot with the right hand, again, still lengthening your spine up to the sky and twisting open to the left. Either one is great. Either way, breathe nice and deeply here. Beautiful. One more deep breath in. And exhale, come back to center. Lower the left knee down to the mat. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, twist to the right. Resting in your twist here. Oftentimes with certain mantras, we'll find that our resistance is based on a limiting belief that we were given as a child through our parents, school, a religion. Those are hard to unpack, and that's okay. Come back to center, and we'll do that same twist on the other side. So with your strap or your hand, grab hold of your right foot and open up, with your left hand, grab your right foot and open up to the right hand opening up as well. Our limiting beliefs are often what prevent us from moving forward in our life, and they are the seat of most of the harder shadow work we will do. I'm not expecting you to go super deep today. This is just a teaser, a taste of what some of this shadow work is. Come back to center, relax your foot and your knee back down to the mat. You can set the strap off to the side. And we're going to come into our journaling position. So just come find a comfortable seat. If you would like to grab some blocks to use as a little makeshift table, go ahead and grab those now. And today, in your journal or your workbook, I'm just going to ask you to journal on this mantra that you chose that maybe makes you uncomfortable. And I want you to journal on why you think that is. There's no right or wrong answers. You don't need to get to the root of the issue today in this class. Usually these things take time, and they take multiple times of kind of addressing them and working through them and talking with yourself about why something bothers you or triggers you. But with care and intention, take a little bit of time to pick apart, why does this affirmation bother me? Why does it make me upset? And why do I feel like this isn't a mantra I should work with? I'll cue you out in a few moments. begin to finish up your thought. Don't put any pressure on yourself for having made any breakthroughs. These things take time. Go ahead and set your journal and pen aside, set the workbook aside, and move the blocks out of the way. Swing your knees around, and we'll just come to lie on our backs for our Shavasana. Hug your knees into your chest, maybe rock side to side. And then extend your legs long, relaxing your hands by your sides. Again, you did really hard, challenging work today, and I'm proud of you for showing up. Shadow work is hard, but the benefits are amazing. The way you'll learn more about yourself and more about humanity is very enlightening. So as we're here in your Shavasana, I want you to first bring your attention to your forehead. See if you can relax the muscles in your forehead. See if you can release any tension around your eyes. See if you can release your tongue, relax your jaw. Maybe see if you can relax your throat muscles. Feel your collarbones open wider as your shoulders relax onto the mat. Feel your ribs sink down into the earth. Feel your arms heavy by your sides. Feel your belly relax, unclench, let go. Feel your hips stretch apart. Allow your thighs to relax and release. Allow your calves to rest into the earth. Allow your ankles to release and relax. And lastly, allow your fingertips and your toes to relax as well. Begin to make small movements with your fingers and toes. Deepen your breath and come back to your body. Hug your knees into your chest and roll over onto your side for fetal pose. And just like we did yesterday, leave any negativity or trigger or frustration on the mat before you gently press yourself up into a cross-legged position. Bring your hands over your heart. You did amazing work today. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out. And inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. You did amazing, and I'm so proud of you. Shadow work is hard. If you enjoyed this class, be sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos coming your way and the last Ignite Your Growth class tomorrow. Until then, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.